Ready? Action!
The BanG Dream Extra Boosters recently dropped in Japanese, and among them is a powerful new card that has completely changed the way BanG Dream approaches its mid to late game. The card is so impactful that its price has increased 3 separate times on UTE since its release, which was just over 2 weeks ago. Everyone wants 4 copies, and if you plan on playing Mixed Band BanG Dream in the foreseeable future, you'll probably want to pick up some of these too. I'm of course talking about CHU2, everyone's favorite ankle-biting DJ of Reiza Suilen. The new CHU2 early play is a simple but effective card. It's an 11k healer with a good early play condition. The heal is also at Encore Step instead of being on play, which offers some interesting dynamics compared to standard heal abilities. Being at Encore Step allows you to clock an alarm and not heal it off before you get a chance to use it, a synergy previously seen in Afterglow decks with the 3-2 Mocha, which is also an Encore Step healer. You can be at 2-0 or 3-0, play CHU2, and then use an Accelerate effect at Climax phase, and CHU2 will heal off that Accelerate damage at the Encore Step. You can also play CHU2 while at 2-0 or 3-0, attack, refresh, and then heal off the refresh point at the Encore Step. Being at Encore Step instead of on play also means that you can clock a Climax when you clock for turn, and you can't accidentally screw up your 2 or less Climaxes in Waiting Room early play condition, since the Climax doesn't immediately go to Waiting Room like it would with a regular healer. However, being at Encore Step also comes with its demerits. If you get removed from the board somehow, such as by a memory kick effect or anti-change counter, you don't get the heal since CHU2 isn't on the board anymore to use the heal ability at Encore Step. Also, if you're at 3-6 with very few cards in deck, you won't be able to heal down to 3-5 and may die to refresh point as a result. So what sets CHU2 so far apart from what BanG Dream already had access to? Prior to the EBs, the best available early play healers for mixed band decks were Ron and Saya. Saya is a 4 or more early play healer with 10,000 power, which by my standards is par for the course. Ron, however, falls well below my standards due to both not having a power ability, but also having Encore, which makes her power even lower. She does, however, have access to the Tomoe Bonder, which can boost her to 11k on the turn she's played, allowing her to play similarly to early plays such as Aqua from Konosuba or Hikari from Revue Starlight, who have high power on offense but low power on defense. When the extra boosters got announced, a card on my wishlist was a 2 or less Climax early play with 10,500 power or more, so you can imagine how excited I was when the CHU2 got revealed. I knew that this card was going to be a game changer for BanG Dream's level 2 game. What I didn't know was that she was going to get her own personal support card. Enter Pareo, one of CHU2's closest friends and also her personal beef jerky pack mule.
Pareo. Hi, CHU2-sama. Jerky desu ne.
She gives all copies of the 3-2 CHU2 an extra 2,000 power, hexproof, twin drive, and the inability to be reversed by the opponent's auto abilities. I probably don't need to explain that this is pretty insane. She turns your already quite large 11k CHU2s into 13k juggernauts with more enhancements than they probably need. The hexproof means that she can't get killed by anti-change counters, which is one of the weaknesses I mentioned earlier with regards to CHU2's healing being at Encore Step. This means that you don't need to be pressured to attack with the CHU2 first, like you might with other early plays. This flows perfectly into the next ability Pareo grants her, Twin Drive. Since she can attack in whatever order you want, this gives her the flexibility to wait until you trigger a climax so that she can use the Twin Drive and immediately pay it out. The last of the abilities Pareo gives CHU2-sama is the inability to be reversed by auto abilities. This effectively means no red bombs allowed here, although I'm pretty sure the only red anti-change bombs seeing play in 2021 are like BanG Dream itself and Da Capo? Someone feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. It does also stop level 3 bombs as well though. I'm looking at you, Kuro. If that wasn't enough, Pareo isn't even technically a backrow support. At least, she doesn't have to be a backrow support. As if giving CHU2 an extra 2k power and 3 abilities wasn't enough, if you have the CHU2 early play in your front row, Pareo herself also gains 5,500 power, making her 10-5, and she gains hand encore, so you can use your hand to save Pareo if she gets reversed, because you're probably not going to have to use that hand to replace your CHU2s anytime soon. This means that with a hypothetical board of 2 CHU2s and 1 Pareo, and 2 random back row, your front row numbers are 13k, 13k, and 10-5, before even accounting for what your back row actually are. God forbid you have a 2k support in your back row, like, I don't know, another Pareo, making your CHU2s go all the way up to 15k. Also, because the Pareo buffs are global, you can actually have 2 CHU2s on the left and right slots of your front row and still get full benefits from the Pareo buffs. So obviously the CHU2 Pareo package is very strong for the level 2 game, but we also need to address how this affects the end game for BanG Dream moving forward. Because of how strong your board becomes at level 2, it's extremely easy for you to retain cards since your CHU2s will be staying alive very easily. It also means that if your opponent is running a finisher that requires reverses, they're really going to have to work for it. On the flip side, having such a huge board means that it's very easy for your opponent to crash all their lanes into yours. Because of this, you will probably want to avoid running finishers that require reverses. However, this is not going to stop me from running Yukina level 3 in every mixed band deck I ever make until the end of time. For finisher options, it's going to depend on what your colors and overall deck structure look like. If you want a blue finisher, I recommend Mashiro. She's an on-play healer, which makes up for CHU2's inability to heal immediately, and her climax combo lets her pseudo restand on cancel, which in my opinion isn't the best finisher due to the low damage ceiling from being on cancel. However, since CHU2 is so big and your opponent will likely have open lanes due to crashing, directing with Mashiro will make it a little easier to get her combo off. For yellow finishers, the most popular options are Kokoro Choice Combo and Kokoro Musashi. The Kokoro Choice Combo is a pseudo restand like Mashiro, but doesn't require a reverse or cancel, making it very easy to use. The Kokoro package also includes 3-2 Misaki, an on-play healer, which makes up for CHU2's potential weakness in the same way that Mashiro does. Kokoro Musashi functions similarly to the Mashiro combo in that it becomes easier to proc when your opponent's lanes are empty due to crashing. In Japan, players have been experimenting with 8-choice decks that run the Kokoro Choice combo as well as ones that don't, so feel free to experiment with your endgame. In red, I've seen some experimentation with the new level 3 Rimi Gate combo. Just like Mashiro and Misaki, she's an on-play healer, and her climax combo lets her burn 1 twice on attack, with no need for reversing. Green is the least popular color in BanG Dream right now by far, but you still have the option to run a finisher such as Mocha Gold Bar or Layer Gold Bar, neither of which require reverses. Running green also opens up potential plays with the 2-1 Himari Suicider or other alarms, since they can be utilized quite well in conjunction with CHU2's Encore Step heal. That's all I have for you guys today. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and until next time, this has been Shizukats. Bye!